Hello everyone, this is Angie Jordan, the iPad caricature artist, and I'm going to go over some things with ArtStudio. I'm going to try to draw a digital caricature for you step by step and show you some of the things I do as I open up ArtStudio and go through the procedure of drawing a digital caricature. First, you open up your ArtStudio by tapping your finger on the iPad icon ArtStudio. And now if you come in and there's a blank screen like this, you just hit that arrow down at the bottom and all your commands down below will show. And the first thing I do is I go to my layer command, which is this pile of paper here. And you can see I only have one layer. If I hold down on this one layer, the canvas, you can see the pop-up. It says to add a new layer, duplicate layer, clear layer. I'm going to add a new layer. I always draw on that top layer. And you can see if you come in here, you can hit the normal down below, and you can put it on multiply if you plan to do coloring. And I'm going to do coloring, so I'm just going to hit multiply. Now we will add another layer for my coloring, so I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to put the coloring underneath. So I'm going to draw on the top layer, switch to there. So all you have to do is tap on the layer to work on that layer. And if you want, you can also tap your three fingers and you can clear layer and do some other things here when you draw. Fit image to screen. You can see all those commands that come out. So remember to tap of the three fingers. See? So I'm going to go back to my pencil. Oh, over here. Now when I draw the caricatures, I use the top pencil, and if you hold that down, you can see your settings. I usually keep it on the very first pencil dot right there. I hit the medium to keep the brush on the edges medium, but you're welcome to use hard if you want. And down below here where it says size, in the middle, size 60, on each side is my taper bar for the edges. You can see if I change that, you'll see it get fatter up here, and on the other side you can see the tapering getting fatter up here. So I keep those low so I could taper off when I draw both sides, and I keep this kind of high so the thickness of my pen is already starting on a thick pencil. That way when I get out, I can control right up here the size of my pencil as I go and draw the caricature. So we got the pencil down. I'm going to make sure you're on your top layer when you're drawing. And I'm going to begin drawing. Oh, by the way, you hit that second one, and that's your coloring. Okay, black, white. I'm going to try to draw, just for fun, in certain colors here. So I'm going to use this brown here to start with the pencil. And I could shut off the screen and still draw. You can see I could scribble there. But I'm going to keep it on and try to draw with you. But when you want to undo, there's an arrow up here on the left. You undo that. If you want to bring it back, at the arrow on the right, bring it back. I'll go back, okay? So I'm going to try to draw a celebrity. He's a fairly new celebrity on a TV comedy show. And let's see if you can guess who it is. Hopefully I'll do a good job. And if I make mistakes, we'll just correct them along the way, okay? So I'm going to start by drawing. Oops, see, I made a mistake already. It takes a while to get used to drawing on glass, so make sure you warm up. That's his nose. I'm going to draw the eye. I'm going to draw part of the other eye over here. And I'm going to switch. Before I switch to black, I'm going to stay at this color for a little bit longer here. I'm going to come down and around. Oops, that did not match. Undo. Around and up. Just like that. And a little curvy smile. Now I'm going to switch to black. So I go down here where the color is, come up, there's the black, and I'm going to add the top of the lid, the top of the lid. So I think that needs to be a little bit higher, sorry. There we go. The eye. And I want to do the eyebrows too, which goes right around his eye. Now the eyebrow, you can fill it in as you go if you want, just like this. Or, let me see if I can manage to draw it like this. And you can come down here to your pencil, hit your pencil, and there's a bucket tool right down here. And you can fill any closed line in with the bucket tool. And then I go back to my pencil, and there might be some white lines, so just color them in. Okay. And I think this person has greenish eyes. So I'm just going to go back to my green, put a little bit of green in there. The lips, I'm going to go to... Now, about the color, you can actually hold down the color and change it. Just move that cursor over and say set swatch, and the cursor you picked, it sets it. So I can move this again, set the swatch. You can see it getting darker. So you can see how you could change that color as you go. Okay, let's go back to this. And okay, I'm going to draw the mouth up, lip around, and I'm going to go back to the black and fill in the bucket because I want to fill right in here where the smile is. There we go, back to pencil. Now if I hit this arrow, you can see your whole screen, and I kind of want to move them down a little bit. So I'm going to go back down here to my layers. I drew them on this top layer, so I'm going to hold that down, and I'm going to hit transform, and here is all your commands for move and scale or rotate. I'm going to move and scale, so I'm going to grab it with my fingers and pull it over just like that, and I think it's about right there I want it. And then you hit the apply button and it stays right there so you can see it. And I'm going back to my pencil to draw, and oops, I gotta go back to my color and change the coloring back to the brown I want to use. And I'm just going to get rid of my screen for now just to fill in the top of the head here. So let me make sure if I get this right. Come down and back. I think I might have to scale him again. We'll see. But I'll go up to here. And come down here. Get his hairline. Squeeze that. And the other hairline of his hair. I don't know if anybody's guessing who this is yet. And then I want to take down where the chin goes. Oops. Now if you hold this down, you'll be able to pick a color on the screen. So you could see the color changing as I go over the pink. You can pick your colors right then and there if you want. So I'm back to this color, and I'm going to draw the chin down and in. I think I got that. Okay, and let me just draw the neckline if I can. Oops, mistake. There we go. This person is very tall, so. And the ear. Draw the ear. Pointed ear. Oops. Let's get that up a little bit higher. And around. There we go. I don't know if anybody's guessing who this is yet, but let me keep going. I'm going to change, and let's just put blue right here. See, he sometimes wears a turtleneck under a shirt, so we'll do that. Bring it down. And let's see, what else did I need to do? I think that's about it for the outline. Now, I'm going to go back into my layers, and I'm going to go on the bottom layer, and I'm going to start coloring. So I'm going to change my pencil to, now you could do the spray can style, the brush style. You could play with them to see what it does, and if you hold it down, you could set your settings. So you could see the brush streaks right here, and you could change your settings. The airbrush is more smoother. That's what I use. But again, you can change the settings here if you want. But I'm going to just try to use it just like it is. And I think that one is the paint tube, which comes out just like you see it there in any color. But I'm going to go back to the paintbrush. And let's see, go down to the color and fill this in. You can see it filling in. Now you could change the size of your brush up here to go in smaller areas. Oops, I guess a little smaller than that. And don't worry about going over because you can come back with the eraser tool or a white brush. Okay, now peach. I don't have peach skin, so I'm going to create one. I'm just going to hold down any button that I don't really need. Let's see. I guess I don't need an extra green here, so I'm going to hold that down, go over to here, move that over, and then move this over with my fingers to a peach color and set my swatch. So there I have it. So, and now I want to set my brush bigger so I can fill this all in. And it's going. Now I'm just doing a quick caricature. I'm not getting into a whole lot of detail here. I'm just kind of showing you how to use ArtStudio. As I do it, let me see. I'm going to hold that down again and just click on some darker colors. Oops, set swatch. Click out and get that down. And just fill in his eyelids heavier color. Just a little shading under the neck. This is up to you, how you want to shade and how you want to fill in things. Oh, the brown hair. We got to get that brown hair in there. Go down the brown, set swatch. And again, I'm going to take that out so I can see up here. Color in the brown. We're almost done. Just a quickie caricature. Filling in the shade of his hair. And his lips. Let's go back to the color I used for the outline. Hold it down. Let's get a lighter color. Set the swatch. Come back and fill that in. Okay, now you can either go to white and go back over to get the white to come out, or you can use the eraser tool, whichever is easiest for you, to get some white in there and some highlights. Let me do that around the edges. However you want to use that white and bring out the caricature a little bit, a little shine in his eyes, his nose. Hairline. Oops, a little too much. Let's undo that. And anybody guess who this is so far? Oops, I made a mistake, so I need to, oops, maybe not. Let me get that white back on there, clear that out, because you could see his smile stretches up over here, so this should be up higher, because he's pushing it up, and this should be lower. If you don't know who this is my version of a cartoon style of Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. And again, I can tighten this up just a little bit better, and you will see as I go, I could tighten up lines and stuff like that. But I'm going to save this right now, so I'm going to go down below where my tools are to the folder here. And you can, here's where you could save it. You can export it out to your photo gallery. You hit export and you export to the camera roll, and that'll go right into your photo gallery on your iPad, where you can print, email, and all that. Let's try that now. I'll do that, export to camera roll. and you'll see a little thing come up saying it's saving. Don't make me a liar out of me. There it is. So I OK it. And I also could save it too. And I could probably call it, right here, just hit that X and call it Sheldon. Save. Also, here's where you can load any image you have already in your app into this app, or you could start a new image by creating new, and then your whole thing is blank. So I'm gonna show you one more thing here before I get out. If you want to put some grub, 5 o'clock shadow on them, you can create a new layer. You can hold down, add a new layer, which is on top, and go to that layer. It automatically goes with the orange around it. Change. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's go back to this. I'm going to set the layer down here where this bar is, the opacity level down. Okay, and I'm going to go to my tools, hit the dots there that you see, and change it to black. Now it's already set on opacity with this tool, and you'll see how I draw the grub. See, now you could put 5 o'clock shadow on a lot of people. You can make it smaller up here or larger. But if Sheldon doesn't have it, then you can get rid of it. Clear layer. And again, you could save out. Now these other tools, eraser. Again, you can hold down, set your eraser. Your smudge tool. You could set up your smudge, your bucket, your gradient. You could see how you could set that up. You have to play around. Text you can even add. I think this is a clone tool. And then as you scroll down, you can see there's more tools. I believe this is the blur and the sharpen. And these are your light overlay dodge, the tools that you usually have in Photoshop, dark overlay. And this is your custom tools. And here you can make your own custom tools, and you can save them in here at where the star is. And down below, I think we covered all the tools, the coloring, and here is your color picker, or you could hold down on the screen like I told you to pick your color over here. The swap, which swaps your colors. Now if I were to pick green, you could see the green and black down here. If I hit swap, it switches. These are your layers. And this one is, if you hit these other things, you can cause your flow line to go straight or make a box. Or on the top part, it makes a mirror, sideways or down or up. Oops, I think I accidentally hit it too. So let's undo. Oops. I must have did something wrong now. See? Let's hit that again and go back to that. There we go. And this one is all your things you want to do, like posterize it, pixelize it, make noise, create it like a canvas and all that, sepia tone. That you can play with your colors. And there's your saving and your exporting out for printing. And this tool here, you can offset your drawing delay. You could see how that auto save is set and everything like that. And I think the graduation cap just has a handy dandy help tool, to a tutorial. And again, the arrow over here disappears everything and brings it back on. So there you go, you have it. Hopefully everybody knows how to use ArtStudio now, step by step, to draw somebody, either a cartoon, a caricature, a portrait, an animal, anything you want. Thank you for watching, and once more, I just want to say that this app is ArtStudio. I think it's under $5 in the App Store on iTunes. And this pen here I'm using is $10, and it's on iFaraday, iFaraday.com. And they do wear in time, but they're only $10, so it's worth it. It lasts pretty long, and you might want to get a couple. I think you get 3 for a certain price, and they're very handy. Again, thank you, and until next time. Bye.